Well, I've had no choice this morning. I've had to go and get essentials for the family because despite it's all very well having stored stuff at home, but you know there are stuff that are fresh items that the family need, and I've had to come out and get them. And it's unbelievable. I mean, Asda's. I've been looking at other people's vlogs around the country this morning, and it seems everybody's taken to it. But in Hertfordshire, the Asda's in Hertfordshire is absolutely chock-a-block with people. I don't know. Maybe they should. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. But I've got the essentials and I'm going back home now. In and out. I'm like SAS. I'm in and out. And also, I've taken precautions of wearing these gloves because I think you just don't know. Times are getting pernickety now, for want of a better word. So yeah. So we'll see how this day pans out. I'm hoping it's going to get a lot better when I get home because it's all right. It's not bad. People are still polite to each other, so that's always a good sign. See you when I get home. Well, back home now, and I'll breathe a sigh of relief. There's an awful lot of people out there. I mean, the roads themselves were empty. It was like a bank holiday. It really was. It was completely and utterly empty. But the shop itself was absolutely rammed out. Although, to be fair, they did have these 2 metres. They had tape that was measuring out 2 metres apart from each other, so that was quite good. So they've obviously taken some sort of measures, which is great. And people were really adhering to the sort of 2 metre rule as much as you could in a quite crowded supermarket, really. Still no toilet roll. I don't know what's going on with the toilet roll. Still no toilet roll out there, but I managed to get more or less everything that I needed. And stuff I couldn't get. You know, it's nothing really. It's just silly bits. But yeah, so that's good. But it's another lovely day out there. It's absolutely gorgeous. And guess what? Look who's not out there pyjamas and on the iPad again. Are you on the iPad again? Mm-hmm. What are you playing?
Roblox.
Having fun?
Mm-hmm.
So that's it, really.
I'm going to do schoolwork.
You're going to do schoolwork? I think you better. You've got an awful lot to catch up on. Are you going to do that for me?
Yeah.
Good girl. I'll see it when I believe it. Or I'll believe it when I see it, even. So, yeah, so that's it. I'm going to get out there and do a bit more gardening. I've got a video that I videoed the other day, but I've got to edit it and then put it up. It might be up prior to this one. It might be up after this one. I'm guessing it might probably be up after today's. I've decided not to do one every day because it's pretty much the same every day. But I'll sort of stagger it out and maybe do a couple a week or something like that. At least it keeps it sort of fresh. Not that there's that much more that we can do while we're sort of stuck indoors and, you know, while this lockdown's going on, which is a good thing, a great thing. Not been stuck indoors with the kids, but it's a great thing that the government have decided to do this lockdown. So, yeah, so that's it, really. I've not really been up to much apart from I had to get fuel this morning. The garage was absolutely empty, which is surprising because there's a McDonald's on where our garage is, and they use the same exit and entrance, which is only one. And normally it's absolutely rammed there. But, oh, hang on, I think I'm bleeding from the ears. Well, Willow's just screamed. But now that they've closed McDonald's, it's amazing what a difference it's made to the garage, the access, and also the availability of pumps, because obviously there's nobody going to McDonald's. People obviously go to McDonald's and get their fuel, mostly, rather than the other way around. And that's quite, you know, that's obvious now. So, but anyway, I'm rambling. I'm going to stop rambling. And I'll just video some more bits throughout the day. Hopefully we'll get outside and do some videoing. And I'll show you what the kids have been doing and what we've been doing to the garden. And yeah, we'll just have a chilled time of it. And then after these 2 vlogs have gone up, there probably won't be one up for half a week, maybe. Certainly a few days, because, as I say, very little point. Take care of yourselves, look after yourselves out there. If you don't, I'll be round there when this is all over, and I will give you a stern telling off. So take care, everybody. Look at this, what's Fox entertaining himself. It's hilarious. What you got there, Fox? What is it? Is that your Paw Patrol?
Playmobil boat.
Is it? Oh, it's not. Oh, it's a Playmobil boat.
Yeah.
And what you got your Paw Patrol boat behind you?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Pretending that was Marshall's lookout.
Marshall's. Oh, you got the Paw Patrollers on there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Excellent. Who have you got on there? You got Marshall on there. Who else? Willow's on the iPad again. No change there.
And Sky and Ryder.
Who have you got?
Rubble.
Rubble, Chase, and what?
Sky and Rookie. And of course Marshall and Ryder.
Of course, Marshall. And of course, I've got my little friend here, Lily. Lily, how are you? How are you? You good? You're good, aren't you? Good. So that's it, really. I'm still back in the seat where I was earlier. I have got up since I did the last bit of video and done some bits. But yes, I'm sitting back down again. This is going to get very monotonous very quickly. I'm peed off of it now, to be honest with you. But I've been out in the garden, but I will be going out there again and I will show you, promise to show you the type of things we've been doing. We've just tidied it up, really. I'll show you in a minute. The kids did this. I'm still croaky from shouting at children. So the kids did that yesterday, so that's all looking good. Little fairy garden that they've got. We've tidied up the patio. This is a bit of a mess, actually. Moved the patio seats over there because we've got a new one that's arrived, so that's cool. And the garden just needs some weeding and stuff, and then we're on top of it again, so all's good. So yes, we've been very industrious, and there's still a lot more to do in like just general stuff, really, but we're gonna run out of that pretty quick, I think. Oh, I've just come out in the garden for a little bit of fresh air. Absolutely lovely. The one good thing is that this weather is absolutely lovely. It's proper spring, isn't it? Still a little bit chilly, but it's absolutely gorgeous. The sun is out, just wonderful. We're so lucky to have this weather, really are. Oh, it's just nice, isn't it, to take a bit of time out now and again and just from the realities of life and just enjoy the peace and relaxation that's around you. We're really lucky as well because we've got like a little wood, not a wood as such, but well, I suppose it is like a little wood there just behind. You can see it over the back of my garden fence, so Lily can go out walking down there. If you do a few laps of it, that's not pretty bad, that's pretty good. And it suits her really, because she's not, as you know, she's not an energetic dog to say the least. As I've said before, and I'll say it again, sometimes we have to put a mirror in front of her mouth to make sure she's breathing. She's that laid back. She's but the woman we got her from described her as a rice cake, plain and bland. It's exactly what she's like. But the reason for her being like that, sadly, is because A, she comes from a situation where she was really badly treated, and we rescued her. And B, is she's got a thyroid problem. And so what happens is she's continuing on tablets. And without them tablets, believe it or not, she'd be even more laid back than she is at the moment. She'd be completely zonked. So with these tablets, they're giving her a little bit of energy in that, and they you know, she's starting to enjoy her life. But yeah, so she's happy now. She's a happy bunny. We're happy. We love her to pieces. I love her more than the family. Don't tell them that. No, I love her just as much. But yeah, so she is a part of the family. They're like all animals. You know, they are mainstay of the family. And she does let them kids get away with an awful lot. You see what they're like. They're absolute jumping beans. And she kind of just lets it roll over her. She's a good dog. She's probably the best behaviored dog I've ever had, really. I've had some proper arses over the years. Proper arses, but we won't go into that. So yeah, so look at that sky. I'll just turn you up there. Have a look at that. Beautiful. So it's nice now. We can get out here with this weather. Nice cup of tea. Sit down, chill, relax, enjoy the vibe. So I hope you're all making the most of it and getting out there and just getting some fresh air out in your gardens. And if not your gardens, I don't know, maybe you've got communal areas. Just make sure you don't mix with other people, obviously. I don't want to reiterate and tell you things that you already know, but I do worry about people. I'm just worried about I'm worried about people in general, really. It's awful. Do you see Prince Charles has got it now? Apparently he's got it now, and his mum's, I mean, the Queen's 93, and, you know, the Duke of Edinburgh is 98, isn't he? And he's not been well man at all, has he, recently? So I don't know how they're going to fare with it, but it goes to prove a point, doesn't it, that it's a leveller. This virus is a real leveller, and nobody's really safe, or you know, nobody can escape it. If it's going to get you, it's going to get you. But then, if you think about it, he's been out there sort of shaking a lot of hands with a lot of people. He's probably the most handshaked individual in Great Britain, isn't he? If not if not in the world, one of them in the world. So, but yeah, it's awful. It's awful. I just feel sorry for people that are self-employed. You know, I don't know what the law is at this particular. Well, the law at this particular juncture is they're not getting paid. if their work dries up, and I think that's awful. I really think that's awful. I mean, if you consider the amount of tax and the amount of monies that those individuals have paid into the coffers of this country over the years, it's not on. They should be getting their 80%, the same as anybody who's employed by a company. And of course, those that are on 0 hours, that's another awful situation. That needs sorting. You know, people cannot, you know, they've got families, they've got children, they've got people that rely on them. They need that money, they need that lifeline. It can't be allowed to happen. I was speaking to somebody the other day who works for a cleaning company, and they were saying that a lot of the cleaners there are on 0 hours, but the guy who owns the company is sort of self-employed as well, so they'll get their money. Well, they won't get their money because they're 0 hours, and neither will he. So, and they've had to sort of pack their work in to stop going in and out of people's homes. So it's not good. It's not good for people. It's the financial ruin of people, I'm afraid, unfortunately, and it breaks my heart. It really does. It upsets me greatly to think that, you know, people, businesses and that are not going to come back from this. And, you know, people are, it's bad. It's bad. But, you know, at the end of the day, you need to look after your health. And that's the main point and the main purpose of this. But I really hope the government change their thinking and start to give self-employed people a fair crack of the whip, because they're contributors to society. You know, big contributors, especially the ones that employ other people. Anyway, I'm just hoping this blows over and goes away quicker than we can imagine it to, although I don't know. I hope it does, But at the end of the day, you just got to keep each other in mind and keep safe, haven't we, really? Anyway, this isn't a party political broadcast on behalf of the Dan Party. This is meant to be a vlog, so let's make it a vlog. Let's enjoy it. How are you? Where are you? The kids have made such a bloody mess in this house. I never realised how unruly and messy kids can be and left to their own devices for a few hours. Hazel, what are you doing? It sounds like you're eating chocolate. That was a quick no, that was. That was a quick no. I hadn't even finished the question then. Are you eating chocolate? Shoe buns, I think. She's a bloody shoe bun addict. She loves shoe buns. And, I do that, shoe buns. And despite what's going on, she's still been fighting for her shoe buns. So I've had to get her some whilst I've been out. And chocolatey clears, they like, the kids, and Hazel. So, I don't know, I can't stand any of that stuff. It's disgusting. Right, let's have a look at it.
Oh.
Well, you doing homework? I thought you were eating them chocolate eclairs and chew buns.
He's eating my sweets.
It's all right, guys. It's not the virus.
Put them here.
Yeah.
So if we split them in,
Excuse me. Yeah.
then we get rid of that. And she put them in her mouth.
No. Hazel, you're terrible.
Hang on, don't you?
Look. Product placement there on the table. Honey and Cheerios. There you go. Lovely. Right, let's stop this and get back doing some bits. Seeing here is Hazel teaching Willow maths and division mainly by utilising Willow's sweets. And so if you had 10 and I took away 5 and then popping them in her mouth, or if you had 30 and I took 20 and then loading them into her gob. So, yeah.
So
Sneaky.
Three,
Sneaky. Way, nice drum solo. Yeah. Right, so, bag of rubbish. I've got this, all of this. It's like a new sort of, I don't know, it's like 2 seats and a table for the patio. You've probably seen the other one that we've got, but this is a better one. This is sort of that, I think it's, what's it called? Rattan. Is it rattan? Yeah, there's another word for it, isn't there? Wicker. Rattan, wicker, whatever it is. So, Hazel absolutely loves Lego, as you know.
It's not made of Lego.
No, but she loves putting furniture together as well, and so I'm going to be a good husband and let her do this. How kind to you am I?
You are kind, but you know what would be really kind?
Yeah.
Because if you didn't film me doing it.
No, I've got to film you doing it. I'm only filming you opening it. Yeah.
If you weren't, helpful.
I'm always helpful.
You're not helpful.
How very dare she? I'm the most helpful husband ever. Right, okay, I'll show you a little bit more. Shadow makes me look awkward. Right, we'll get back to you after I've done it. Hazel's done it, really. Hello, how are you?
Hi, good.
You going to help?
Yeah.
Does that mean you're going to be a hindrance? Are you going to help like you've helped all week?
I'm gonna help.
Like get in the way and just run off and
Yeah.
see something shiny and go and...
Sharp objects such
Right.
as a knife. Avoid using sharp objects such as a knife to cut open packaging.
Or your tongue.
It says it inside.
Yeah, no.
You don't know until you've opened it that you're not supposed to open it with your
I know, it's madness. Right, okay, get back to you in a minute. He's come out to join us. Is it nice, is it, all that fresh air? Is it too much for you? Is it? She's come out to supervise Hazel. Hazel, away at work there, good girl. Because that's not condescending, is it? That's not like a pat on the head, is it? Oh, Lily, what do you call me? What? Something off. Lily. Oh, Lily. Lily. Got the urchins up the garden. I don't know what they're doing. They're creating an absolute
tiny
nightmare.
little bike.
Like a clown. Right. See you in a minute. He's not been out of his pajamas all day. It's like 3:30 now, isn't it? What you got there? Yeah?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Mummy, what's that? Yeah.
That's Mummy's making a chair and Daddy's supervising. Has Daddy been a good supervisor?
No.
Oh, fair enough. He's got me tagged. So Hazel says that I'm not doing enough and contributing. So I've been put on tea duty. I've never been so emasculated in my life. I'm not allowed near the tools and I'm on tea duty.
It's an Allen key. It's an Allen key. It's not a power tool.
But I'm a man. Man need tools.
You want to be down here doing this?
Man, no.
Knock yourself out.
Man need tools. Man. Mandy man.
Tools and you can build.
Man need tools, man build fire, man hunt. Well, I didn't so much as hunt, but I did go shopping this morning, so I kind of guess that's a modern day hunting. I had to fight the hordes in Asda. So, yeah, all's well. So how's it going there, Hazel? She's been swearing like a trooper. There you go, she hasn't really. That's the first swear, actually.
This isn't like building Lego. It's rubbish.
It's not by, like, I tried to get away with telling her it was Lego, but she wasn't having it. I said, it's a new Lego furniture. You want to see the size of the blocks that you make the houses out of for that to fit in. She wasn't having it. Right, back in my usual seat. So the garden furniture that I bought, that Hazel was putting together, it didn't transpire the way that I wanted it to go. It was a nightmare to put together. In fact, it's not been put together. It's all, the holes are misaligned and the screws won't go in, and if they go in, what they're tending to do is they're tending to burr themselves, and they're tending to cause all sorts of, sorry, Fox in the background, give a little bit of a sing-song, and winding his sister up. That's why he's doing it. He's a bugger, he really is. So, yeah, so the screws wouldn't line up, the holes wouldn't line up, the screws were getting burred, and they weren't going in fully. It was a nightmare. Some of the screws you couldn't put in anyway because the holes were so misaligned, and not by a little bit, by a lot, by, you know, a good sort of good half inch, not half inch, but quarter of an inch. So quite a bit, quite a chunk. So what we're having to do is I've just emailed the company now and said, look, these are rubbish, and they're going to hopefully they're going to go back. They haven't got back to me yet. But I, you know, I mean, the way things are at the minute, it all depends on when they can fit us in to pick them up. But yeah, they're absolutely awful. They're just terrible. So back to square one, really. So today's been a little bit of a misnomer because we haven't really had the chance to do much. We did want to get in the garden and do bits, but Hazel's still working from home, although she's finding it a bit of a nightmare with the kids. But yeah, we can do. Going to hopefully set them a tent up tomorrow, and they can use that as a playhouse. So that should be quite good, or at least in some day. And what?
And on the game.
Game?
Yeah, look.
Oh yeah, she's found a game online on the iPad. Go figure. So yeah, so that's that. So we're going to set a tent up tomorrow and hope let them play in that, because they like a bit of camping. So I thought we'd get it out there. I've got an old military tent there somewhere. So I'll dig that out and dust it off and then get into that. And what? So look at him. He's over there. He's made himself a tent in the cushions. Look. What's a nana? What's a proper nana? You got Lily next to you. She your guard dog? I'll take that as a yes.
She's my guard dog.
Okay, good. So, yes, I think that's it for the day, really, guys. Bit of a boring vlog. Not a lot going on, I'm afraid. Hopefully things will pick up when we do some more bits with the kids during the week or over the next few weeks. Probably, I don't know. I don't know how long this is going to go on. I guess, I don't know if the time frame, I'm guessing the time frame still is at 3 months. But, and then reevaluate it. We'll see. Anyway, so take care of yourselves, guys. Look out for yourselves and look out for everybody else as well. Try and help each other, and I will speak to you later. I'm going to have to go now because he's getting louder. See you later. Bye. See, what's that? That's an elf gnome. That's an elf wave, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an elf wave. That's what they do at the North Pole, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he's not being rude, even though he kind of is. He's not really being rude. He's doing an elf wave, that was what he was told at Father Christmas told you, didn't he?
No.
Oh, who told you then? The elves?
The elf.
Yeah.
The elf that was saying, have you got any meat pies when we went to Lapland, UK?
Was that an elf or was that me?
That was an elf.
All right, okay. Right, say goodbye then.
Bye.
Bye.